no provision is there for fuel subsidy. The fuel subsidy is gone.
Welcome to another episode of Market Sense. As you all know, my name is Dr. Raji. Today, we are looking at Nigeria's fuel subsidy removal. It's been 3 years after, and the question on everyone's lips is, was it worth it? On May 29, 2023, President Bola Tinubu made a declaration that will reshape Nigeria's economy. He declared fuel subsidy was gone. Within days, petrol prices doubled, transportation costs surged, food prices increased, inflation accelerated. For many Nigerians, life became more expensive almost overnight. 3 years later, an important question remains. Was subsidy removal the right decision? And are Nigerians better off today? In 2022 alone, Nigerians spent approximately 4.39 trillion on fuel subsidies, equivalent to 26% of the total budgetary figure for the year. To put this in proper perspective, the subsidy bill was larger than the federal government's capital budget for the year. According to official estimates, subsidy payments consumed a significant portion of all revenues and were increasingly crowding out spending on infrastructure, healthcare, and education. Economists warned that the system had become unsustainable. The government was effectively borrowing to keep fuel cheap. By 2022, fuel subsidies accounted for about 2.2% of Nigeria's GDP. This is according to S&P Global. The question facing policymakers was simple. Should Nigeria continue subsidizing consumption or invest those resources elsewhere? The immediate impact was painful. Before subsidy removal, petrol sold for roughly 185 naira to 200 naira per litre. Within months, prices climbed above 500 naira per litre and later exceeded 1,000 naira per litre in many parts of the country. Transportation costs increased sharply. Businesses faced higher operating expenses. Food inflation worsened. Since fuel is a major input in transportation, agriculture, and manufacturing, higher fuel prices affected almost every good and service in the economy. For households, the cost of living crisis intensified. The reforms improved government finances, but ordinary Nigerians absorbed most of the adjustment costs. Supporters of subsidy removal argue that the savings will be redirected towards development, and the numbers suggested government revenues did improve significantly. According to the World Bank, government revenue increased by approximately 4.5% of GDP. Following subsidy removal and related reforms, the fiscal deficit also narrowed substantially. Nigeria's 2025 budget rose to nearly 55 trillion, with capital expenditure allocations increasing to more than 16 trillion naira. However, the critical question is not whether more money entered government coffers. The question is whether citizens experience corresponding improvements in public services. And the questions are, have roads improved enough? Has healthcare become more affordable? Has education become more accessible? Has public transportation improved? Many Nigerians will argue that the benefits remain difficult to see. To fairly assess subsidy removal, we must also consider the alternative. As subsidy remained, Nigeria would likely have continued spending trillions of naira annually simply to keep petrol prices artificially low. With subsidy costs already exceeding 4 trillion in 2022 and projected to rise further, government borrowing would likely have increased significantly. Less money would have been available for infrastructure, fiscal deficits would have widened, pressure on public finances would have intensified. In the long run, maintaining the subsidy would have appeared increasingly unsustainable. Now, 3 years later, the evidence presents a mixed verdict. For the government, subsidy removal improved fiscal stability, increased revenues, and strengthened key macroeconomic indicators. But for many households, however, life became significantly more expensive. The policy may have been economically necessary, but necessity does not automatically translate into prosperity. Nigeria succeeded in removing the subsidy. The bigger challenge now is ensuring that the benefits of that sacrifice reach ordinary citizens, because the true measure of reform is not what it saves government, it is how it improves people's lives. What do you think? Has the removal of subsidies made Nigerians better off? Leave your opinion in the comment section. Thank you for watching another episode of Market Sense. Don't forget to click, like, and share with friends and family so we can continue to bring more educational content to you. See you next week. And before I go, say no to drugs, educate the mind, don't abuse it.